Matron, take them away.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you a dashboard that I've just embarked on. Why? Well, I like to push myself and challenge myself. And it's running on from the little account that you've seen me sort of build up over this last month, because I wanted to show you how to build up a little account into something worthwhile. And another way of doing that is recycling profits, but recycle them into a prop fund. And you've seen me do that over the sort of last couple of years, and it's paid me quite well, as I've shown, because I do show my statements, etc. Now, what I'm going to be doing now is looking at shares. Now, it's out of my comfort zone. I'm not very good at it, so this might crash and burn me badly. However, you don't learn unless you check it out, and I think failure is the best way to learn. It's how I became good at Forex, because my biggest losses taught me my biggest lessons, and that's hopefully what I'm going to do here. If that sounds good and you want to find out more, do click the little subscribe button and follow my little journey. So let's have a flick over and see what we are essentially talking about. Well, you saw me start the little small share account. Now I'm dealing with pennies, etc., one thing and another, and this is the dashboard of where it is at this moment in time. Kind of, as you can see, it is live, and the equity curve is a little bit mental, but we're in profit, you know. And if you pull it down into the stats, that's our return rate. Anything over 1 is deemed profitable, so I'm happy with that. This is the total win rate, because my spreadsheet shows it slightly different, but it's showing a 71% hit rate on the shares that I've picked. And the profit and loss ratio is, well, I'm keeping this pretty good as well. It's not out of hand, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, and just we flick that over. It pulls you into the platform. And there you go. There's one of the shares that's running. It's currently at 14.20 in profit. And if I just click that, you'll see that I've got locked in profit of 738. So what does that mean? Well, it just means I can't lose, you know, and I've got a good amount in there. Now, I've also got lots of shares running. Now, there's a sea of red here. Now, a lot of these have just recently opened, so they've got the spread to catch up on, and I'm not really worried about that. But the profitable ones are outweighing all of this, giving me a net positive. So that's something that I pay attention to. And then I log it in a journal, something like this. If you want sort of journals, what have you, there are links in the description below under Wage Maker, because that's what these are. And I'm building up a Wage Maker, and a Wage Maker is this, where you get to a single position and it'll work out how much you want for the year. But my spreadsheet keeps me grounded. That is the win rate of all the closed trades. So that's running at 41% on closed trades with no more splits allowed. And then I've got 30% running with live trades that are still running. So add two together, I suppose that's 71% adding into the website, which is a bit odd, because I always thought it would just be 30%. That's all I'm working on. But the average hold is the same, and we're running, okay? So I'm quite happy with this. I really am. Currently running 3.9 increase from the start, and the running profit is 6.9. So that's not bad for about 18 days, all right? So what is this? Where are we going with it? Well, many of you know that I like the 5%ers. And I do, you know, and I like them for a good reason. I find them to be very fair, you know. And what I mean by fair is you trade your way, they don't interfere, as long as you keep your tolerance of risk or investment in check. Because I refer to risk as investment, because I don't think you should ever risk anything. You should invest. You invest X amount to gain X amount. It's why I don't go for this RR. I genuinely don't. I don't believe in risk reward. I believe in investment and ROI, return on investment. It's two different concepts. And I come from a business background, so that suits me because I understand. Now, within this, they also decided to embark on this, which is trade the pool. Now, I'm not very good at shit. Genuinely not. That's why I'm only trading a small pennies account, so I can understand it. So I thought, oh, okay. If I'm going to go down this route, I need to understand it. And this is where this part comes in. They'll give you a trial. Free. Doesn't cost you anything. So you can go in and you can play with it and you can do what you want with it. And that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to go in, show you the dashboard, show you how to download the platform. I've never seen it before, so this is new to me as well. And away we go. So let's have a look. So you decide that you're going to go into this. You will just sign up as normal. It's very easy, just your email address, put a password in, personal details. Don't really need to go through to show you. And then when it's time, you just click your client area and in you pop. Now, I've already opened it up on the other screen. Obvious reasons, I don't want to show my password, etc. But once you get into it, you've got your account. So you can go up here, click your profile. You can also get into it here. And it'll show you what you have available. Now, I do have a live account here. There's no expiry date on it. So I'm just going to leave it in the wings till I understand how this works. And it has a 2,000 sort of limit on it. But I've also got a mirrored demo account underneath it. So I can check it out, make certain I know what I'm doing, and then flick it over into live using the same setups and criteria as this. So I'm singing on the same hymn sheet. So if I click the dashboard, it'll show you what the dashboard is. Now what this does is it allows me to immediately see what my daily loss limit is. Now in this case it is 2,000. So I can keep a quick running check of that. It'll show me what my profit targets are, what my max drawdown is, how many trades I've taken, everything just in a quick snapshot. So, okay, I can see that and I can see where the targets are that I need to achieve. Right, okay. So where do we go from here? Because when you do look at this, it can look a little bit jarring and a little bit sort of confusing, but it's not really. So the first thing is, see, I've hit my drawdown limit and I want to have another go. Well, I can reset it here. And as it quite rightly says, you've hit your daily loss. Can't wait to go back in. We'll just reset it. All right. Go with that. Need an extra month. Didn't quite hit the goals in the 30 days that are required. They'll let you have an extra month. Now you tell me a prop firm that does that. Not many. These guys want you to succeed, which is the only reason why I'm investing my time and money into this. Okay. So where do we go? So obviously your profile, as we said, your orders that you've just seen. If you click into trading space, from here, you've got lots of little videos for you to work out how that dashboard works, but also how Trade the Pool works. So you can work your way down through them. You've got a trading plan, you've got your cheat sheets, little manuals, how Trade the Pool works, and you can even create your own if you wish. And then down here, some more, because there's a lot of jargon in trading, and sometimes you don't understand it. And when you hear me talk, I talk my own language because I don't really care about what other traders do. I care about what I do. So some people will argue, wow, well, what are you calling it a tick for? It's a pip. It's just a price movement. So to me, I speak my own terminology. It's like I don't use support and resistance, an area of interest, it's an area of attraction or a magnet point, because that's all they are. It's where price will gravitate to. So sometimes you still need to know what the general terminology is, and that's what you'll find here. So let's have a look. So this will be on my desktop. It's telling me to download it, which is here. Create the pool. And let's see. It's asking me to install. So I'll just pull this down so you can see it. So click install. And we'll go through this process together because I've never seen this. I'm assuming it's going to give me some form of a dashboard and some platform. But let's have a quick little look. Okay. Right, okay. I'm just going to drop in my login details. I'll pause the camera and I'll come back for obvious reasons. I don't want to show you what my passwords are, but basically you will just pop them in there and pop them in there. Okay, so I'll just stop this now. Okay, guys, that's logged in. If you ever forget your credentials, if you click this key, it'll flash up and it'll give you a box of what your trading credentials are, because your password to get into this dashboard is different to the one that you use for your trading platform. So let me just flick the screen over. There we go. And what we're looking at now is a dashboard of, well, trade the pool. So start the tour. Let's have a look. So you've got a workspace controller down here. Happy days. Clone, duplicates accurate workspace. Okay. So you can lock it, etc. So there's a lot of, okay. Workspace storage, delete the storage, pretty self-explanatory. You can automatically or by change. All right, okay. So you can switch symbols automatically in your windows by changing it to only one place. In order to do so, click the icon. So that's relatively still. So mouse trading, well, I prefer mouse trading. I like drag and drop and all of that sort of thing. So that suits me down to the ground. Customize your charts from different time frames. Well, that'll be me on an hour, I would imagine. Before placing an order, you can review your risk information, etc. In other words, just a deal ticket. Let's have a look. Window docking, well, that's a little bit like MT5 where you can move your windows around a little bit, I am assuming. Instrument information, well, that's self-explanatory as well. Tell you what type of market it is, what its ticket number is, etc. Let's have a look. Drag and drop so you can see what your balances are. Now the balances I wouldn't get too hung up on, because remember you're trading a pool rather than your own account. Now what that kind of means when you say trading a pool, me in the UK, it doesn't really make any difference. But if you're in the USA, they have different laws around day trading. And one of the laws is you need roughly, I can't remember off the top of my head, I'm sure it's $25,000 in a broker account in order to day trade. If not, you're not allowed. It's don't quote me on this, because I don't fully know it and understand it because I haven't gone with it. But it's something like you can't open a trade up as a day trade every day. You can open a trade up today, then you've got to wait 3 days before you can open up another trade. Something like that. And it's also first in, first out, where you open a trade, you have to shut it before you open up another one. So you need a lot of money. Whereas when you're trading a big pool like this, you're only trading a small amount of that pool. And the account is the whole pool, so it eliminates all of that, so you're able to day trade, and then that's what your buying power is. You know, your daily drawdown is times by God knows how many to give you a massive buying ability. Okay, so let's see what else have we got. Window linking by account. Okay, what's that mean? You can enable orders and position and filter an account. I'll have to check into that. Not right sure what that means. obviously your help and your general settings, and then we are done. Okay. All right. So when you look at it, it's not as bad a dashboard as I thought. Let me see if we can chew these around. So got our deal ticket, you can get a watch list, see what your current P&L is on any working orders that you have. Not sure what goes in here for this RSR feed. Let's have a look. You've got your DOM. I'm not big on DOM trading, so I'll probably get rid of that. DOM means depth of market, by the way. So you've got your gainers and your losers. Again, that'll show you the highest gains and sort of losers of the day. So if you're into sort of volume trading, you definitely want to be looking at this. Then you've got a couple of charts that you can work with. Currently that's the S&P 500 SPY. And then you've got this one down here. I'm not big on these sort of things. I do keep an eye on the S&P 500 because it's the big daddy of the indices, and normally what it does, the other indices follow suit, you know. So it's a good early warning sign. So if there's a big dump on that, but you haven't seen anything on the DAX or the FTSE, start watching them because there's a chance it'll be coming, you know. It's just a good barometer. It's a bit like gold in the Forex market. If you watch gold and you see it either pump or dump, well, that'll filter through across to the currencies, you know, risk on, risk off, that sort of thing. So that's the dashboard. We'll see it from time to time. I'm assuming we can you can drag and drop it and move it about, etc. So I'll play about with it, see what we can do. Flick that up. You can get your screen on. Let's have a look, see about this. Volume profiles. Yeah, it's not bad. Might have to play with a little bit. So it's like my drawing tool so I can see what's going on. Add an indicator. Let's have a look. Just want something like that. Exponential moving average. Let's just see how that works. Well, that is there. And so if I flick up there, that switches it off. This looks a little bit similar to the way TradingView works. Now, I'm not big on TradingView, but that doesn't mean to say that I can't figure it out. So just turn that into a 200. Let's have a look at properties of this thing. Yeah, change the colors round, thicken it up, etc. Do whatever it is you want. So let's just do that just so that you can see it. Boom, there it is there. All right. So yes, it looks a lot like TradingView in the way that it's made up. And by the looks of this, standard platform. So I'll play with it, see if I can get to grips with it, and then we'll see if we can earn some money from it. How good is that? So that's Trade the Pool, how to get into it, how to look at your dashboard, how to download the trading platform, and then Bob's your uncle sort of thing. So do have a look at the demo. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free. And you've got a trading platform there that you can work with and maybe hone your skills and be interested in your thoughts. I'm going to mess around with this for the next sort of couple of weeks over the Christmas period and then look to start trading it in January. So I'm going to give myself a couple of weeks to kind of get used to it, shall we say. Because one thing I believe in any venture that we're doing, never go into it blind. And just because you think you know what you're doing doesn't make it say you do. Test it. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed. Above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.